Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play R24 Kaiserreich as Pelleys America. Let's continue where we last left off. So, I've, gone back. I've made sure we've been followed the same steps. Now we're going to pull them out. It's negative 200 political power, and that's what I was kind of hoping to have... That's not what I wanted to do. No, we annexed Canada, right? We annexed Canada last time. We're going to annex Canada this time. There we go. And New England is dead. Take all states. Boom, done. We're no longer at war with the rest of the Entente, which means fine. That's basically the only difference so far. Assuming that pulling out the troops doesn't immediately also screw us over, I don't know. Oh, so there's one more difference. I will say there's one more difference, which is Patton did die. I did the event where I just let Patton have free reign in Washington. He ended up getting shot in the face. So, that's also the difference, but that's basically it. So, at long last, America has been united under the Commonwealth of America's banner. Traitors and would-be tyrants have tried to destroy and corrupt this great nation, yet we have held firm and took control. The question has arisen, however, in these territories which did not initially rise up with Huey Long in the Civil War. Is this country the United States of America, or is it truly the Commonwealth of America? There is a longing among many to return to the stability of the Stars and Stripes, even if things have irrevocably changed. Should we appease them now, and show the Americans who we originally envisioned still exist? The Commonwealth of America is America. Give me more naval dockyards. We've absorbed the Klan. Crack down on traitors. And Canada. Do I just want to annex Canada? Thinking about it, maybe. Our manifest destiny involves you. I mean, we get a 2.5% penalty here no matter what. Liberate Canada and Quebec. I mean, here's the thing. We will just be taking penalties here. We're going to liberate a loyal Canada. For right now. It's going to be National Populist Canada, which you don't really see too often. Hey, it's the Commonwealth of Canada, led by Henry Herbert Stevens. But you're different. This is not the same event of March and Design that we had before. The riots in Baltimore petered out, though it appears not without making things uncomfortable for the administration. While dealing with the rioters, Silver Legion headquarters in Baltimore was breached, and important documents were still being disposed of. Paper was seized and somehow found their way to the hands of newspapers. I know this is the same event. Oh no, this is slightly different. Okay. Paper were seized and somehow found their way to the hands of newspapers, who published damning evidence, plans to restrict or outright remove the rights of African Americans. Public outrage spread rapidly, but thankfully enough work had already been done to ensure loyalty in and outside of the administration. For weeks, announcements were issued, stern investigations made, and several scapegoats offered, until finally the worst of it has passed. Political backlash has still damaged the people's faith in the Commonwealth. The Silver Legion has placed enough loyalty to this position of powers that we are now secure. They cannot dislodge us. And our stability is only a negative 55. Substantially better where it was before. How many planes do we have? Do we have any planes even deployed? We have 50 of you guys. What planes do we have? Fighters, carrier fighters, close air support. We got decent air power right now. Fighters, we're going to have you guys go up to, let's just say 250. Let's deploy some close air support. We have no manpower. Right, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. It actually makes perfect sense. So what areas right now are still not cored? I'm pretty sure it's like everywhere. But I just want to make sure, right? Yeah, it's basically everywhere. Okay, cool. What is our laws here? We're not using the most efficient. Most efficiently motorized, but I don't know if we actually have... They're way more expensive, actually. It's less manpower, but it's more equipment. Motorized cavalry. Do I not have any cavalry divisions? Marine divisions. Okay, we're going to duplicate you. Replace all of you with cavalry. I don't think we have military police research, so that's fine. But cavalry are usually the most efficient. Yes. And then we're going to go for local police forces for now. And Claire Hoffman causes polio outbreak. In the meeting halls of the Silver Legion, the idea that vaccines were a syndicalist plot to poison America. This, coupled with the belief that America's public water had been poisoned by fluoride, has repelled many of the new politicians to office. None higher than the former Congressman Claire Hoffman, who has gained a following within the Silver Legion. This has even led to the AFP ending Dr. Morris Brody's promising polio vaccine research. Now that the summer heat has brought on with it the largest polio outbreak in American history, though Claire's out of office now and the American Health Public Association has been rehabilitated, damage is still done, and many Americans are now permanently crippled. Okay, so we need to think about polio, but we have decided that polio, the vaccine, is a syndicalist ploy. Probably is not the best. We only have 40% support as well. Probably would like a little bit more than that. Because we're giving more political power. But at least right now, it's okay, I think. For war support popularity for us. I mean, I still really probably want to get some construction speed. Because how bad are these penalties? Let me just double check. I mean, yeah, recovering war support minus 60%, like no recruit population. Economic devastation actually is not that bad. And we're getting actually, I think, yeah, way more of a penalty due to stability than our economic issues. The fate of the New England General Staff. With New England's rebellion against our rule crushed, we have secured the breakaway region that took refuge under the Canadian Army in 1937. The prominent generals from the opposition were Leslie Groves and Mark Clark of New England. As they wait their fate, many have begun to wonder if these men were simply forced into fighting against us by the Canadians who did not wish to see their chunk of America return home. No evidence points to any egregious acts committed by either man in their defense in New England. Furthermore, both men promised to faithfully serve the flag of the Commonwealth of America if they can receive a formal pardon from our government. They cannot be trusted. Off with their heads! What do we want to do with you? Claim Hawaii. That's something we can worry about in the future. Let's keep on suppressing resistance in the north. Because I would love, like the north, this is where the manpower is, this is where the factories are, right? Like, this is what you want to control. Okay, Greece to join the Entente, that's fine. But the Entente, like, is going to be terrible, right? Because without Canada, the Entente is basically just the French Republic. And I believe if the French Republic gets invaded by the Commune of France or something and they capitulate, that's just the Entente dead. So, I have a feeling we're going to see a really strong, pretty strong international, but we'll see. The fate of Murphy Ranch. Now that the Legion reaches coast to coast, you must revisit our place to finally restore Pelley as planned out. In the outskirts of Los Angeles, this compound was built ranch to sustain the Silver Legion in case of syndicalist victory. Murphy Ranch, as it is called, now has the ability to become fully operational. Should we continue to fortify the homestead or effect against our new Californian brothers, or if we try to convert the land into a workplace for a reborn American industry? Fortify it. Give me a military factory. Boom. Done. Our military factories are kind of garbage to where I would like them to be. But I can, yeah, cut you down like this. Yeah, and this should be fine for now. Or we need to deal with the Federalists, right? We need to crack down on these traitors. We need to deal with the Syndicalists. We need to deal with the Federalists. We can't just allow them to constantly be blowing up our shit. Just my thoughts. Reclaim Hawaii, reclaim the canal. And that's future stuff, right? So when can we... Back in the world stage. It is 100 political power. Fortress America is garbage. Do not get that. Claim Canada will be automatically bypassed. 100% war support. Wouldn't be bad. I'm guessing you give us stability instead of war support. But I mean, Fortress America... Realistically, like, if this was a real event that was happening... What do we need to get down here? We need segregation forever. Okay. Jim Crow's America. Your time is up. Not up. Your time is now. So what do we got? The way of the life in the South that the Northern Pelley found, that of segregation and state laws prevented blacks from exercising civil rights, struck Pelley as the true soul of America. Finally, with total control And the world to gain by acting, Pelley has begun to suggest northern states pass Jim Crow laws of their own. Yeah, no, I'm sure this is good. I'm sure this is fine. We will fight the socialists first. Not that I think it actually makes any difference whether or not you fight the federalists or the socialists. I don't believe one is better than the other, gameplay-wise. But I think it'd make way more sense that Pelley would probably target the syndicalists first. Okay, so we're about 1 year away from the Weltkrieg. Again, I don't think we're really going to have too much... I mean, what Brazil is not in the Internationale. Chile is... So chances are we will be at war with the International at some point. Hawaii, by the way, is also in the Internationale. And I have a feeling that Hawaii probably is not going to want to join us willingly, just a guess. The Third Great Migration. Those thousands of African Americans that left America before the Civil War are being joined by hundreds of thousands more that are feeling Pelleys terror. Groups like the International Labor Defense and the NAACP are now working together with the Red Cross to evacuate mass people struggling to remain free. To the Silver Legion and their leaders, this plays into the long-standing fear of the United Front against their rule. At the same time, the fewer dissidents internally, the safer local legionaries can sleep. The question is, what shall we do? Shall we let them leave, or shall we keep them here? Stability. Oh no, not monthly population. No, I think this is fine. Again, I'm going to keep saving after every time, just because I want to make sure that we don't get queued. Because that's not really in the spirit of this campaign. But just get them out of here. They want to leave, they want to leave. Give me the stability that I desperately, desperately need. We're at negative 50 right now. And we have like, yeah, we have like nothing. The Great New England Hurricane. Oh, cool. Just everything in New England has been destroyed. Eh. They deserve it. They rebelled against us. They deserve it. Okay, Serenades to join the Cairo Pact. More syndicalist bombings. We do need to deal with these guys when we can. Get more war support. Get more stability. Factory output. A lot of nice benefits for us. By the way, what actually is our penalty right now for factory output? Negative... Why am I 65%? It's a negative 65%. We have some bonuses that are helping offset that. It's more like right now about negative 20% if you include our bonuses, which is not so bad, but it's still like not really what we're looking for. Non-consolidated states is like the entirety of the country. Revive nativism. The foundations of America, as Pelley and Armstrong see it, are connected not only by the former nation of Britain, but also to the Anglo-Saxons as a race. The Executive Act by Pelley has illegalized interracial marriage, requiring all marriages to occur in Christian identity churches. And the Silver Legion itself has been deployed to resegregate schools. Okay, get this off my screen. What do we want? I mean, Hawaii... Thing is, I don't think we can't afford a major international war right now. If we were to reclaim Hawaii, we'd probably want to do it during the middle of the Weltkrieg. And then we can kind of join Germany's side in a sense. But the past laws. Silver Legion has begun issuing a passbook to African Americans throughout the Commonwealth in anticipation of the past laws taking effect next year. This law is similar to older internal passports used during the time of the Confederacy to identify free men and slaves. Silver Legion strongly discourages any comparisons to past laws and has offended their claims with violence. This has resulted in numerous African Americans being forbidden from traveling outside of the South, with plans to extend zoning into the rest of the Commonwealth. Yeah, why do I need stability, you know? Just get rid of all my stability. Fight the Federalist terrorists as well. We can reclaim the canal, but I mean, we can just push our way south, right? Haiti and the Dominican Republic are at war. I would probably want to try to stay away from Germany, because I don't think we need to do a full German invasion. But maybe in the future we'll think about invading Germany. It really depends on kind of how the rest of this campaign plays out. Got more God, stop bombing me! By the way, how is resistance? I mean, it's going down. What's actually your resting rate right now? 14%. And what do we need for this to fire? Less than 10%. You rest at 8. You rest at 6. So, I mean, the numbers are slowly going down. Like, West Virginia, I believe, was originally... Yeah, Virginia as well. These are both MacArthur territory. So, we've at least gotten a few more areas under our control, under Cord. But not as much as we would like, for sure. Decisions available. Yeah, this is just for suppression. Where is it the worst? California. Where do you sit at? You rest at 17. Compliance with 5%. Because your compliance is not that great. You're at 21% compliance right now. You need to be at 40%? Yeah. And, like, civilian oversight... I think right now, we're just as good as we possibly can be. Rise of the speakeasies. Despite the overwhelming wave of approval of prohibition received within the local Christian community, there have been some reservations. In the cities and high up in the mountains, illegal alcohol production has been reported by our agents. The demon drink is being produced by these moral traders and is transported overnight to underground bars across the nation. We must stop this affront against our values. What? More political loss? And more stability loss? Thank you. I'm so happy. They really... It's almost like hard mode, right? Like, why need stability? Why need political power? You don't. You don't need that shit. Okay, technology to research. Honestly, we're gonna go straight to the 1940 research upgrade as well. And then segregation forever, 10% stability, more recruit population, more war support, and even 5 more divisions. That's nice. Our inability to stop protesters from returning each day, despite the beatings and bullets provided are proved to be an intriguing challenge. The Silver Legion has decided to employ an overwhelming alliance to outshout the dissidents by calling up segregationist organizations in the South and inviting them to the capital. Yeah, so apparently the American people are not, like, super happy with the way that I'm running the country, but I'm also going to say that they are not going to have much of a choice. Okay, Qing government has taken 10 states. You push here. You guys will begin to push here. I guess we could get Blue Army prepared for a naval invasion, which wouldn't be that bad. Probably a naval invasion straight into here. Just into southern Mexico. Again, we are going to go into war with Mexico sooner rather than later. Like, it's definitely going to happen. And of course, because Mexico is totalist, not going to join the International, so they're basically, it's free real estate, right? We can just take it whenever we want, and they will not be able to stop us. Well, hopefully they won't be able to stop us. We'll go for battlefield support. And the Mother's Movement clashes with feminists. One of the least likely sources of support within the American First Party came from the Mother's Movement. The Mother's Movement are a group of religiously minded conservative women who align with the radical elements that sought to undermine Huey Long. Now that Huey Long is gone, leaders like Alma Bridal White and Elizabeth Dilling are now direct to Syria against suspected socialists. Their marches have also demonstrated a xenophobia against Catholics and blacks. Their position within the new America is tenuous, and the highest members of our government regard the 19th Amendment with only slightly more respect than the 13th through 15th. For now, they are useful. Thank you for some more support. Then we can go for the White Citizens Council, which is going to give us a little bit more stability. After this, we do need to get church and state, which requires, I think, Christian work ethic, right? Yes. What do you need? You just need Christian identity. But you're mostly just infrastructure, which is not that great, I think. And the great lie. The official record in America has always been biased in favor of the ruling party. Once in office, Tom Jefferson slandered the memory of the great patriot John Adams and fooled subsequent generations into believing his love for nativism was tyranny. Now we must erase a great lie perpetrated by presidential candidate and governor of Ohio, Warren G. Harding, to hide his black ancestry. We have the papers to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Harding's father was a black man, and therefore complicit in the worldwide conspiracy against the Commonwealth. Okay, political power. Less stability. We're at least at, you know, a nice at 9. 9 political power. But at least for right now, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoyed, can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.